वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ब्रजे वसन्तं नवनीतचौरं गोपाङ्गनानां चडुकूलचौरम् अनेकजन्मार्जितपापचौरं चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ध्वं देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय, श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, दिव्यात्माओं, महानुभाव, those devotees of the Supreme Lord, the divine souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to you. Today is the 9th day of our spiritual retreat, Sadhana Shivir at Yugal Kunj, Hamilton in Canada. By the grace and blessings of Sri Radha Krishna and Guru, we have been able to have this spiritual retreat and to benefit spiritually. Only by the grace of Hari Guru, Radha Krishna and Saint, can we have something like this and to be here. परम सौभाग्य है हमारा. So far, we have been listening to an explanation of a Padh, a divine composition written by Jagat Guru Tam, Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. पांचवी जगत गुरु, मूल जगत गुरु, Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu is only the 5th original Jagat Guru, Guru of the whole world, the whole universe, and in the 5 topmost. As mentioned before, and we all know, he has given thousands and thousands of lectures for the upliftment of us fallen souls in the world. Thousands and thousands of lectures. He has written many, many books, again for the benefit and upliftment of us worldly souls. Premras Siddhant, Premras Madira, Birjaras Madhuri in 4 parts, Yugal Shatak, Bhakti Shatak, Shama Sham Geet, Radha Govind Geet, etc. One of the book, Premras Madira, containing 1008 divine compositions, pads, 21 madhuris, containing all the philosophy of the Vedic scriptures, the Vedas, Puranas, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Gita, etc. Plus all the divine pastimes of Sri Radha Krishna, the gopis, the cowherds. So from that most divine book, Premras Madira, one of the madhuris, Siddhant Madhuri, we've chosen one pad, pad number 38, and we've been explaining for these 9 sessions so far. When a saint is writing, one who's attained God realization, after attaining God realization, or a divine descension, whatever they are doing, it is Sri Radha Krishna himself. God is doing. Jo kare so hari kare. Whatever they write, whatever they sing, speak, whatever action they perform, the saint does nothing. Everything is being done by Radha Krishna, God. So these are all divine words. This is why every line that he writes, we take one line and we can keep lecturing for weeks upon weeks and not finish. So much is filled in there. Unlike material worldly words, these are divine. That's why we have been, and this is still not in total extreme detail, just trying to be as brief as possible so that we all benefit. So we continue this beautiful pad in the books, those who are present here. Yugal Kunj, book 1, page 20. Kata ita uta bhaṭakāta chapala chita.
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 Kūkara, shukara, kīța, patangani.
Kūkara, shukara, kīța, patangani.
Dharyo anantana gāta chapala chita.
Dharyo anantana gāta chapala chita.
Everyone try to sing. Kata ita कतयित उत भटकात चपल चित
कतयित उत भटकात चपल चित
अगणित सुत पति नारी बनायो
अगणित सुत पति नारी बनायो
अबाहुं बनावत जात चपल चित
अबाहुं बनावत जात चपल चित
हो कतयित उत भटकात चपल चित
कतयित उत भटकात चपल चित
तू चह परमानंद कहाँ सो
तू चाह परमानंद कहाँ सो
यह नहीं सोची सकात चपल चित
यह नहीं सोची सकात चपल चित
कतयित उत भटकात चपल चित
कतयित उत भटकात चपल चित
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Try to pay very close attention. Try to be as attentive as possible. Listen carefully. So very briefly, in the first line, the saint Jagat Guru Tam Kripalu Mahaprabhu is saying in the words of a sadhak, a spiritual aspirant, an inquisitive soul, kata e chapala chit, kata it ut bhaṭakāta. O wayward mind, O most fickle and wayward mind. This mind of ours extremely fickle, wayward. To the point, Arjun says, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramathi balavadhiram tasyaham nigaham manye vayuriva sudushkaram. Chapter 6, verse 34, Gita. Shri Krishna is encouraging Arjun to control the mind, focus the mind. Arjun says, it's okay, but how to do it? This mind is so strong, turbulent and unyielding. It is more difficult to control the mind than it is to control the wind. So why, O most fickle and wandering mind, why you keep wandering here, there and everywhere? Because of you, I've had to take birth in 8.4 million forms of life, uncountable times. All because of this mind. Dog, cat, donkey, worm, tree, grass, heavenly God, celestial being, uncountable time. This mind is the whole reason. The mind has made a decision, I will find happiness in the world because of ignorance. Aganita. The ignorance, what is the ignorance? मैं कौन हूं ये भूल गया. We have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten that we are the soul Atma from beginningless time. And we have been identifying with the physical body. This was given in detail in the lectures. So because of that, we get attached in the material world. And wherever we are attached, that's what we're going to attain after we leave, after we die. So we keep rotating in 8.4 million forms of life. Not only that, looking for happiness, aganita, suta, pati, nāri, banāyo, abahuṁ, banāvata, jāta. So, we all want happiness. Yesterday's lecture, if you remember, was based on what we are looking for. What do we want? Laksh, hamara lakshya kya hai? What is our aim? And we saw that we all want only one thing. Being an eternal fraction of Sri Krishna, God, it's a nature, it's a natural law that every part, every fraction has a natural love for the whole and wants to become one with it. So we, the individual souls, being eternal part, fraction of Sri Krishna, naturally love and wants only Sri Krishna, only God. And we saw yesterday this Rishi, Bhrigu, did a research to find out who is God. And through the help of his guru, his own father, Varun, who was Brahmagyani, knower of God, Bhrigu made him his guru, and through the grace and his own sadhana and the grace of Guru, he eventually found out, he realized God is Ananda, bliss, happiness. Whether we say happiness, Sukh, Anand, or we say Shri Krishna, these are two names for one and the same entity. God is happiness, happiness is God. So, again, being eternal fractions of Sri Krishna and his natural law that every fraction, every part has a natural love for the whole and wants to become one with it. It means we all naturally love and want only Sri Krishna. And because Sri Krishna is happiness, we all want only happiness. Every action we perform, no matter how contradictory, how opposite it may seem. Somebody is drinking alcohol, for what? Happiness. Somebody is drinking panchamrit, juice, for what? Happiness. Somebody is eating meat, for what? Happiness. Someone is eating vegetable, for what? Happiness. Someone is fighting and quarrel, for what? Happiness. Someone is committing murder, for what? Happiness. Someone is taking drugs, for what? Happiness. Every action. From beginningless time we have been searching, and yet we have not found even the tiniest drop. Because we have been looking in the wrong place. No one has been able to convince us. We have met uncountable saints in uncountable lifetimes. We have read Gita, Ramayana, Bhagavad, every scripture, uncountable times. Yet, we have not been able, no one has been able to convince us the happiness we are looking for we'll find only in Krishna. This is what Guru does, a true Guru, a saint. When we associate with a true saint, a true Guru, in the right way, I went in detail yesterday, Sat Sang, Sat or Sat Sang. Binu Sat Sang Viveka na hoi, Ram Kripa Binu Sulabha na soi. Tusidasi Maharaj is saying, without the association of a true saint, Sat means saint, Sang means association. Without the association of a true saint, we cannot acquire true knowledge. And how are we going to get the association of a true Guru or true saint? When God will shower His grace. But, so have we not met saints in the past? Uncountable lifetime? Yes, we have met uncountable saints. We went, we listened to the lecture, we shook our head. I like what Maharaj Ji is saying. I like what Guru is saying. Acha, bahut acha. They speak so nice. Sil hilaya. And then, but. We put one but. Saint is saying, but I like what he's saying, very good, but look man, I'm a householder, I'm a worldly, I have to live in the world. I have to work, I have to take care of my wife, my husband, my children, my parents, my family. I have to live in the world. We put one but and that was it. And we keep doing that. So, that decision has become extremely embedded, firmly embedded in the mind. As I mentioned yesterday, wanting happiness is not wrong. What is wrong? We're looking in the wrong place. So, if we accept, first we meet a true saint by God's grace, and we accept that he's a saint. Everybody baat hai. To accept that he's a saint. Then that only he knows what's good for me. I don't know. Or else it goes through one eyes and come out the other one. A lot of people listen to saint lecture. I like how Sri Maharaji Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu speaks. I love his lectures. But it has no effect. Literally goes through one eyes and come out the other one. You know, there's a kata. Once a Pandit Ji was doing Bhagavad Katha Vachak, Bhagavad Katha in the village, in some place. And there was a very rich man. And so he encouraged his son, you should go and attend Bhagavad also. Jao, suno. So the son went, and it so happened the day he went, the Panditji was talking about, he was given the katha of Raja Harishchandra, King Harishchandra, that you should speak only the truth, no matter what happened. Speak the truth. Satyavadi. So this boy, when he heard this thing, he felt, oh, I should do that. It affected him. He thought, this is very important. So he made an oath in his mind that from today, I'm going to speak the truth only. Now, the father has a store, and the son is running the store most of the time. But suddenly the father found that instead of getting benefit, labh, profit, the store is losing. So he decided to see what this boy is doing. So he looked from behind the door and he saw that when the customers will come to the store, the boy will say, ask for something, and he will say, look, my father paid $20 for this, but he's selling for $50. Here, take it for 20. This is what he paid. My father is charging 50, but he paid 20, look, take 20. Sometime, this is an old story. There was no digital scales and all that. There was a scale where on one side there was a plate, and on one side you put the weight, mechanical scale. So the father had put a magnet under the plate, and it will rub the customers of 4 ounces. So when they would weigh, like if something is 1 pound, it will actually be 12 ounces. So when the customers will come and buy something, the boy would say, look, my father put a magnet in this thing and I don't know how to take it out. But it's taken away 4 ounces from you, so I'm giving you 4 ounces extra. And the father thought, ye pagal hai kya? How am I going to make profit? So when the customer left, he went and gave the boy 1 slap. You gadha, you fool, you donkey. This is business. How are we going to make profit if you do this? Why are you doing this? How this big change suddenly? So the boy said, well, you told me to go and listen kata. Yeah, I did tell you to go and listen kata. Then, well, I went and the Panditji was talking about Raja Harishchandra, the King Harishchandra, and did you have to speak the truth? And he spoke the truth even though he didn't mind he will die. So I decided I'll speak the truth too. The father said, Gadha, fool, you donkey. Look, I have been listening katha my whole life. There's a way to listen to katha. Tarika hai. When you go and there's some lecture, some katha, some Babaji speaking, when you go there, take your handkerchief, or if it's a lady, you have a shawl or something, and spread it in front of you. Aise bichao, aage. Spread like this. And now when that Panditji is speaking or that Swami, whoever is speaking, let everything come on the cloth. Let everything come on the cloth. And when you finish and you get up to leave, shake it out there. And then come. I have been listening to katha my whole life. All these Babas come, all these Swamis, nothing change. In other words, nothing come inside. Leave everything there. And a lot of people listen like this, and we don't get benefit. We meet true saints, true guru, and yet it has no effect. Sounds nice, but I don't think that's for me. I don't think that's for me. And leave everything right there. We don't benefit. So, if the saint is able to convince us, this is very difficult. That decision has become so firmly embedded in the mind that the happiness we are looking for we'll find only in Sri Krishna, because Sri Krishna is happiness. Then we will change direction. Look, why do we get attached to any person or object in the world? The whole thing that we keep rotating in 8.4 million forms of life is because we get attached in the world. And Sri Krishna says in Gīta, Yam yam bāpi smaram bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha. Chapter 8, verse 6, Gīta. When we think again and again, listen carefully. When we think again and again that I can find happiness in any person or object, we get attached. Remember, we want happiness. This is our nature. We can't help it. Everything is for happiness. So we think again and again. Nobody is born a coffee drinker. Or nobody is born an alcoholic. Nobody is born a chai drinker, drinking chai all the time. When we were young and small, you saw people drinking alcohol. So you saw people drinking chai. And you decided, I should drink some chai too. Could be mommy, papa, brother, sister, neighbor, friend, somebody. So when you drank the first, you decided to take a little drink, alcohol, daru. You take a first drink and the head spin a little bit. And every now and again you hide and take a little drink. Then as you get bigger, you're working, you get bigger, or before you even working, you have friends. Now you decide to go to the club with a friend. Every Friday you're going to the club. And nowadays, long ago, boys only would go to club. Now the girls are going even more. So every Friday you go to the club, drink. Then every Monday and Friday, then every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, then every day. Now you're an alcoholic. The same thing with cigarette, chai, everything. We start using it, and then eventually it takes hold. These things have chemicals, that have things in there that captures the mind. We get attached, we get addicted, we fall in love. Same thing with boy or girl. A boy sees a girl and the boy thinks, this is a girl is going to make me happy. Nobody falls in love. I just fell in love. Nobody falls in love. The boy sees the girl sees the boy, and the decision comes subtly in the mind, subtly. This is the boy who's going to make me happy. This is the girl. And you keep thinking again and again. Bar. The method is there, thinking again and again. And now you've gotten attached. Now, I can't sleep. You're just thinking about that girl, that boy. You don't want to even eat food. I've fallen in love. I have to get this girl to get married. I have to marry this boy. Okay, you get married. Did you get happiness? Because as I mentioned yesterday, that person we are looking to make us happy, they also have the same decision. They're looking for us to make them happy. Everybody wants happiness. The husband is thinking, my wife has to make me happy. The wife is thinking, my husband has to make me happy. And nobody has happiness to give. As long as we do what the person wants, as long as that person does what I want, listens to me, I love you. It's a divine law. Jāte kachu nij swarat hoi, ta par mamata kare sab koi. Sur nar muni sab kai yaha riti, swarat lagi karahi sab priti. Shankar Bhagwan is saying to Parvati in the Ramayana, the basis of all worldly affection is selfishness. Swarth. Swarth. The father tells the son, Beta, can you bring me a glass of water? And the son runs and brings that glass of water, and the father says, Jai ho, shabash. I have a Shravan Kumar for a son. Angel. A little while afterwards, the father says to the son, can you go and bring my chapal, my slippers, beta? And the son sits, he doesn't move. The father watches, a little time pass. Hey, didn't you hear I said to go and bring my chapal? And he continues sitting. A little while pass. Ramesh, I am telling you, bring my slippers, and you're not even listening. My God, I have a Rakshas for a son. Ooh. Little while ago, he was Shravan Kumar, angel, Devta, and now he's become a Rakshas, demon. Because he didn't do what I want. This is the reality. If the wife does everything the husband wants, I have Lakshmi for a wife. Devi. No wife, nobody's wife can be like mine. And the day she doesn't listen or does what he wants, my whole life is ruined the day I got married to you. The same thing. The wife, when the husband does what she wants, or supposing she finds out that he's going out with another lady, a big problem. Or does not do what she wants or listen to her. And nowadays, before, they won't say anything. They just stay quiet. Ladies especially never said anything. And nowadays, we have all the rights, of course. Nobody holds back anything. You think the day I got married, I ruined my whole life. The day I got married to you, she will say the same to him. Fight, quarrel. So as long as we fulfill someone's selfishness, we do what they want, or someone does what we want, in the world we call that love. I love you. Oh, you're the best wife, best husband, best child. In the day we don't do it, that person refuses to do what I want or refuses to accept what I say, the love comes to an end. And if that selfish aim is harmed, it may even turn to hate. That same person who used to say, I will die for you, my darling. I will die. I will give you the moon and the stars. If the girl is walking and there's a puddle of water, he takes his jacket, brand new jacket, and put it. She cannot touch the water. And then the girl gets fooled by that and get married. And the same guy who was promising to give the stars and the moon and will die for her, now he wants to kill her. And we keep thinking, people keep thinking, okay, I didn't find the one, as I mentioned last night, people look for someone called a soulmate. This is a thing in the Western world. In India now too also. India has become more westernized than anywhere else. Look for soulmate. So this girl didn't make me happy, divorce, talak. In the Western society, if someone didn't get divorced a few times, get married a few times, he didn't have any life. One person get married to your whole life. What's wrong with you? So we keep looking. In other words, somebody will make me happy. There's somebody there in the world. Bhagwan has made such a wonderful soul somewhere. Some man, some lady that's going to make me happy, me alone. That person is there, is called Sri Krishna. It's called a saint. The only person who can love others for others' happiness is God and the saint. As long as we are under Maya, it is impossible. This philosophy is given in the Vedas. Yajnavalkya is saying to his wife Maitri, the wife loves the husband not for the sake of the wife loves the husband not for the sake of the husband, for the sake of her own happiness. The husband loves the wife not for the sake of the wife, but for his own happiness. Children are loved not for the sake of children, but for the sake of one's own happiness. Wealth, money is loved not because we want, but because of the sake of money, but we think money will make us happy. Everything. We want our own happiness, our nature to want, because we are a fraction of happiness. But, again, the problem is we have been looking in the wrong place. Somehow this decision has to come and sit in our intellect. And this only, as I mentioned, only a saint can do this. The true Guru. That's why satsang is so important. But we go everywhere, we think everywhere we go is a satsang. Any Babaji, anybody is talking, anybody, anywhere, we're going to think it's satsang. And the Babaji is more attached to the world than you, and he's going to tell you about the world. When we associate with a true saint, a true Guru, I told you last night, one of the tests of a true saint, a true Guru, this is for those who weren't here last night. One of the tests, when we associate with a true Guru or true saint, for some time, it doesn't happen immediately, for some time. That divine impact is so powerful. What happens? Our attachment for the material world, which we couldn't have gotten rid of after uncountable lifetimes, will start decreasing. Attachment for the material world. Things in the world will no longer have any interest for you. The motor car, the house, the friend, the going to the beach, the going to the movies, the going to the mall. All those things will lose interest. You no longer have interest in any of those things. in clothes, in this and that, and going and seeing, going to this country, that country. All that will no longer have any interest. Slowly, slowly will start decreasing. And our love, our attachment for God will start increasing. This is what the real satsang does. If you're associated with somebody and you're calling him Guruji, you think he's a saint and this is not happening, you're in the wrong place. In the wrong place. This has to happen. Attachment for the world and the things, suddenly you just doesn't have any, you don't want to look at the TV, you don't want to go to the movies anymore. Some people still go. But there's not much. The interest that was there before is less. Eventually you won't want to even go anymore. We're talking about window shopping, going to the mall. A lot of people who are satsangis, if they don't get to go to the mall, they will fight and quarrel. And now they don't care anymore. Mall, I don't care. Of course, there's Amazon. I can buy what I want on Amazon. One satsangi was telling me, Bhai, I don't go to mall. And I need something, I go to Amazon. And that same person used to love to go to the mall. Hours and hours you spend, whole day wasted. This is what satsang does. This is what satsang does. And the love, before you would chant God's name, it used to be very hard to chant, to do kirtan bhajan. You just do it because you think you should do it. Or people are encouraging you, but you get bored. You go there and you spend half an hour. I can't take it anymore. You start walking, you take a walk. I can't. These people are having sadhana shivir at Yugal Kunj for 13 days. Pagal hai, crack. I can go one day, few hours, 2 hours, half an hour. That's it. I can't take this thing. You get bored. You wonder what's wrong with these people. But you keep going satsang, you keep association with the saint. Slowly, slowly, the love. Then there will come a point you can't even stop chanting. Look, let me give you an example. I'm not saying I'm saying anything. Just an example of what satsang does. Before I met Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, I loved spirituality, but my mind was more like a jnani. I wanted to read, listen lectures. Every spiritual book written by any Swami I would read. I would just read all the time, keep reading. I had no interest in chanting, I had no interest in bhajan, in kirtan. For me, that was for foolish people. This chanting, all this, I could not even sing, I didn't know how to sing. I didn't care. But I love philosophy. I would read and read and read. And I met Jagat Gurutam Kripalu Mahaprabhu, and through his grace, only through his grace, realized that he was Guru, what I was looking for, I had found. And started associating with him. Still, in the beginning, the love for kirtan wasn't there, bhajan, kirtan. And Shri Maharaji, of course, he knew everything. I remember sometimes we would be in Delhi, and there was a place we would stay called West Punjabi Bagh. And so many satsangis are sitting, and Maharaji is sitting. Of course, there's no sadhana as such, but we're sitting around him, and you love being close to him. You don't want to leave. Any little opportunity, you get to sit with him. But there was kirtan going on in the basement. There's a basement, but there would have kirtan. And suddenly Maharaji would look at me and say, "Hey, go." And I would feel like, oh, why is he sending me in the kirtan? I don't like kirtan. Why doesn't he let me sit with him like everybody else? But anyhow, Guru's agya, you can't argue, so I would go down. And he would keep doing that to me everywhere. Make sure that I go stay in the hall, sit in the kirtan, and slowly, love started to come for kirtan, bhajan, kirtan. Right? Then now I would love to sing, love to chant. But this didn't happen in the beginning. This is what association. So now the love come. Like a few nights ago for Christmas night, we had extra chanting. And I kept telling people how important and begging, but I knew more than half will disappear. And did it. By 6 o'clock, we had less than half the people. By 9 o'clock, the other quarter was gone. Some remain till 12 midnight. But not everyone can. That interest is not there. When the true interest is there, you don't care. You don't care that it's snowing, you don't care that the road is bad, the love is there. You just want more and more chanting, more kirtan, more bhajan. Because what you get there in sadhana, you can't get in the world anywhere. When you start to get the true bliss, when you start experiencing that bliss in bhajan, kirtan. And we have another night coming up on the 31st, New Year's Eve. Of course, let's see. I had decided that since not much people stayed back, and next day everyone was so sleepy and all, and I had a vote and decided, do you want to have extra chanting? And raise your hand, and we had a vote, and we did have some people, not everyone, raise their hand. So we decided to have the program still. And everyone promised we'll come the next day, etc. So we said, okay, we'll have it. But the whole point here, we have to do practice, abhyas. It's not going to happen by itself. When Arjuna said to Sri Krishna, this mind is so strong, turbulent and unyielding, it is more difficult to control the mind than it is to control the wind. Sri Krishna agreed with Arjuna. Asanshayam mahabaho mano durnigraham chalam. Yes, Arjuna. I agree with you 100%. The mind is difficult to control. Difficult. It is maha chanchal. The mind loves the world. The nature of the mind is to love the world. To have natural interest for satsang, for kirtan, to be in the sadhana shivir, this is not normal. Because our mind is material. The world is material, the mind is material. Please wait. Please wait. Hey, Lakshmi, wait. Please sit down. Wait. Because the mind is material. So it naturally loves the world. When someone has love, natural love for God, natural love for kirtan, bhajan, this is not normal. It means there's some purity. The more dirty the mind is, the more sin, pap is stored in our mind, the less interest we have. Don't be confused and get disturbed when you see people don't like God, they don't want to hear, they don't want to chant. Some people don't even want to hear about God. It means the mind is extremely dirty. Extremely pap, sin. If someone has interest, they want to be they want to do sadhana, they want to attend, they want to be on time, they want to spend extra time. It's not normal. It means there's purity. That person either in the last life, in the past life, had done lots of bhakti, or in this lifetime. There's some purity, cleansing. And the more that purifies, and that comes through sadhana. So Sri Krishna is saying, The mind, you're correct. The mind is difficult to control, very difficult. Duranigra means very difficult, but not impossible. So how to do it? Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Through constant practice. And I mentioned, even in the material world, anything we have become perfect in, we have become good, we had to work very hard. We forgot. Nobody gets up and start walking. We forgot how hard, as a newborn baby, as a little baby, how difficult it was to creep, far less to walk. How many times we fell down, hurt ourselves. We didn't give up. How difficult it was to ride a bicycle, to drive the car. Everything we became good in the world, we had to do a lot of effort, practice. Then it became easy, natural. In the same way, we have never practiced sadhana in any special way in any lifetime. It's not going to happen. Some people have done. That's why they're easily attracted. That's why they sit in this, they want more sadhana, they want more satsang. It means they did more in the past life. If we didn't do, don't worry. You have the opportunity now. Do it now. Don't get disappointed. We have to make effort. In the beginning especially, we have to work very hard. But just like in the world, you didn't give up. You kept, no matter how many times you fell and how many times you hurt yourself, you kept working until that same person who could not ride the bicycle you fell down so many times, today you become such an expert, you let go the handle and ride. Huh? The child, not only could you walk, after a while you start running. But in the beginning it was very difficult. In the same way, when you're now starting to do sadhana, it will be difficult. The mind will keep running to the world. People says, oh, bhaiya, oh, Swamiji, I sit and I try to chant and I fall asleep. My mind keeps running in the world. I can't meditate. This is what's going to happen in the beginning. It happened to me. I would fall asleep. I would start chanting, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, and fall asleep. I remember myself, I would fall asleep and I wonder how this thing is going to happen. But if we have faith in Guru, we have faith in Radha Krishna, and we keep practicing, it gets easier and easier. The more we'll benefit. You'll start experiencing bliss. Then you want to chant, because what you're getting when you do sadhana, you can't get in the world. In any boyfriend, any girlfriend, any motor car, challenge. Any money, nothing can give you that. Nothing can give that bliss. Nothing in the world. Once you taste that, it's hard to give up. You want more, you want more, you want more. A greed comes. Guna rahitam, kamana rahitam, pratikshana vardhamanam. Narad Bhakti Sutra. You keep wanting it more and more. Because that the bliss you experience in nothing in the world can compare to that, nothing. But we have to make our mind that I am going to practice. Fight against this mind. We have to fight against it. It's going to go against. We listen to the mind. The whole problem is our own mind. Our biggest enemy is our own mind. Sabse bara shatru. Nobody in the world can do anything to us. Nobody, no one. This thing we call our mind, this is our biggest enemy. But it can be our greatest friend also, because we need the mind to go to Bhagavan. It is the mind that does bhakti, not the sense organs. God doesn't look to see how much puja you have done, how much chanting you have done with the mouth, how much places you have gone, pilgrimage, how much havan. He looks to see how much love, how much prema. And that's the heart, the mind. So we need the mind. Right now it's our biggest enemy. We have to make it our best friend. slowly, slowly, by convincing the mind through the philosophy given by a true saint. This philosophy called Tattva Gyan, the philosophy given by a genuine saint, a rasik saint, the true guru, is extremely important. Gaurang Mahaprabhu says, don't be lazy when it comes to Tattva Gyan. Arasa na kar. The more that philosophy becomes firm in the mind, bhakti will go with speed. The reason why many of us, we can't progress because our philosophy is very weak. We don't give the amount of attention to listening to Maharaj's lecture, reading his philosophy. That gets firm in the mind, bhakti will grow with speed. This is the abhyas. And practicing sadhana every day. Every day we have to do sadhana. Regular. And you yourself will get the benefit if you make the effort. We have to. You don't do it this lifetime, some lifetime. On count of oils will keep rotating in 8.4 million forms of life. This lifetime we have body of a human being. Next time, dog, a cat, donkey, a worm. Tree, a grass. We don't think about it. Huh? How you will feel then? Now it is cold outside, snowing sometime. We can come inside Yugal Kunj or in your home, put on the heat, put on a jacket. When it's summer and it's hot, you can put the AC on. If it's a dog or cheetah or some animal in the forest, can they put on the AC? Does the dog, those animals who live outside, do they have the heat to put on? No, you can't. There's no heat. Whatever, that's how you are, you have to take it. Whether it's raining, snowing, whether it's hot. And you don't get food, we can get food, sometimes 3 meals a day we have. These animals, sometimes once for the week, they can do a kill and get something to eat. The rest of the time they are starving. All that we have to go through. If we lose this wonderful opportunity, we don't do bhakti. We listen to the mind. We don't do bhakti. We have a wonderful opportunity. So, I had planned to talk something today more. Yesterday I had been speaking about how to find this happiness. We want happiness. We all want happiness. How to find it? If those of us who have been looking at Narad Bhakti Sutra, 3 main things. Three main things, Tattva Gyan, for 3 main things. So we have the knowledge. Then, abhidheya. How we going to, the means of attaining that. First, sambandh. Remember the 3 things? Sambandh, abhidheya, prayojan. Sambandh means relation. Relation of the soul, Atma. Every relation of the soul, who we are, is only with Sri Krishna. That knowledge, Guru gives us. That has to come and sit. Number 1. Number 2, abhidheya. Why we should want to know why we want to how to make that relation with Sri Krishna complete. Because only by that relation with Sri Krishna we will attain true happiness that we are looking for. So abhidheya. What is the mean? So mainly 3 are told. Gyan, karma, bhakti. I did Gyan one day. Through the path of Gyan, the most we can attain Atma Gyan, self-realization. That Gyani falls again and again. To attain Brahma Gyan, knowledge of Sri Krishna, you have to add bhakti. So Gyan plus bhakti. There's another one called karma, Vedic rites and rituals, varnashram dharma. There are 4 varna: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, varna. And there are 4 ashramas, stages of life: brahmacharya, grihasti, vanaprasth, sannyas. So what a Brahman, brahmacharya is supposed to do, what a Brahman grihasti is supposed to do, what a Brahman vanaprasthi is supposed to do, what a Brahman sannyasi is supposed to do. Then the same for Kshatriya. What a Kshatriya brahmachari is supposed to do, Kshatriya grihasti, etc. This is called varnashram dharma. Karma, dharma. That's the path. Can we attain the Laksh? Can we attain God realization, Sri Krishna? Through the path of karma. And then another one, bhakti. So we'll hear that complete during the remaining lectures. Abhideya. And prayojan is bhakti. Prem, divine love. Seva. That will attain automatically. So the next lecture I'll go into karma, the path of karma. Vedic rites and rituals, varnashram dharma, which a lot of people think we have to do. When can we do dharma, karma in this age of Kali Yuga? Is it possible? Can it help us to attain the ultimate aim, prayojan, Shri Krishna prem, infinite happiness? Can we do it? Can it help us to attain? This question will be answered. Tomorrow I'll talk on that. So that's enough for today. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Radha Rani ki jai. Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.